So hi all, today we will see this question, Bell numbers. This question was asked yesterday in the POD. So we are given a set of n elements, find the number of ways of partitioning it. So first of all, let us see what is the partitioning of a set. What is the partitioning of a set? So for example, I have a set like 1, 2, 3. So the partitioning of a set has two properties. Basically, the first is that all the subsets that I'm partitioning this set into, all of them union should fetch me this original set. That is, if I'm partitioning this set for in suppose A1, A2, A3, let's suppose. So when I take union of all of these, this should be equals to my original set. And another thing is there should be nothing common between the any two. That is, intersection of any two should be 5. Okay, so using these properties, let us find the partitions of this set. So what are the partitions of this set? See, first is I can take the individual elements 1 alone, 2 alone and 3 alone. Then the another way which is possible is I can pair up 1 and 2 and separate 3. Another way is I can pair 1 and 3 and separate 2. Another way is I can pair 2 and 3 and I can separate 1. And another pair is I can combine all of these. So how many ways? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when my n, which is the size of the array, was 3, then the number of partitions that I could form was 5. So basically this is our question, that is you are given an n and we have to find the number of ways in which I can partition this set. So we have seen that for n equals to 3 we have an answer 5. So what if we have n as 2? Suppose the elements are 1 and 2. The number of ways in which I can partition is I can separate both of these or I can combine both of these. So there are basically two options. So when n is 2, answer is 2. And what if n is 1? So when n is 1, we have only one way of partitioning it. So the answer is 1. And what if n is 0? Then there is always the empty. So the answer could be 1. Basically, it's just an intuitive. Okay. So if I want to tell for n equals to 4, so basically n equals to 4 have 15 partitions. So is it possible to make those 15 partitions and then count? No. So basically we have a formula for this. So let us see first what we have seen till now. For n equals to 0, we have Bell number 1. For n equals to 1, we have total Bell numbers as 1. For n equals to 2, we have total 2. And for n equals to 3, we have total 5. And as I said that for n equals to 4, I have 15. So let's just verify this using the formula. So basically the formula is that Bell number for n plus 1th is summation of k from 1 till n, both are inclusive. And what I am doing here is nck into bk. So for example, I want to find Bell number for 4. So my n would be 3 because 3 plus 1 would be 4. Now summation is k equals to 1 till n. What is my n? 3. N. What is my n? 3 ck bk. So let's just open this. So we have, first we have 3 c k, initially the k is 1, b, okay, from k is 0. We will start our k from 0 basically, okay. Yes. So 3c0 into b of 0 plus 3c1 into b of 1 plus 3c2 into b of 2 plus 3c3 into b of 3. So this is my answer. Let's just open it. What is 3c0? 1. b of 0 is 1 plus 3c1 is, what is the formula for NCR? This is n factorial by r factorial n minus r factorial. So if I have 3c1, this should be 3 factorial, 1 factorial, 2 factorial, which would be 3. b of 1 is 1. 3c2 is 3 factorial, 2 factorial becomes 3. What is 3c3? 1. And b of 3 is 5. So what is the answer that I get? So what is the answer that I get is 1 into 1, 1, 3, 1, 3, 3, 2, 6, 5, 1, 5, which is 15. 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 6, 10, 10 plus 5, 15. So using formula also, I have verified that for B4, I have total 15 partitions, as I have told you here also. You can try making the partitions, you will get the 15 partitions on. So basically, if I have a large number, I can use this. But to compute this would increase my time complexity, as for any nth Bell number, I have to find the Bell numbers for all the numbers before that. That is from 0 till n. So basically, here we have a thing called Bell triangle. We have a thing called Bell triangle. And this is the best way to find the nth Bell number. So see, what is the Bell triangle? Just like other triangles like Pascal triangle is a special triangle in which the first row has the 1. Okay, and the property for the Bell triangle is that every row's first column would be same as the previous row last column. So now for this row, first column would be same as previous row last column, which is 1. And for all other columns, it would be the addition of the previous number and the number just before it, just above it. So this becomes 2. So here the first column is the last column of the previous row, which is 2. Now we will add 2 plus 1, which is 3. Now we add 3 plus 2, which is 5. Now this will start from 5. Now 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 3, 10. 10 plus 5, 15. Now this will start with 15. Now 15 plus 5, 20. 20 plus 7, 27. 27 plus 10, 37. And 37 plus 15 is 52. So see, in this triangle, we observe this pattern is giving me the Bell number for the nth row. Or you can get the Bell number like this also. Okay, so see, every row's first column is the Bell number for that row. Here the n is 0, and for the n is 0, the Bell number was 1. Here the n is 1. For n is 1, the Bell number was 1. Here the n is 2, the Bell number was 2. Here the n is 3, the Bell number for 3 was 5. Here the n is 4, and the Bell number for 4 was 15. So if I want to find the Bell number for any n, I can simply make the Bell triangle till that row, and the first column of that row will give me the answer. The first column means so we can basically use 2D DP to store this triangle, and in the DP, the nth row's first column would give me my answer, and I can simply return it. Okay, and how can I make this Bell triangle? The condition is very simple. Initially, we will show 1. And then when we are traversing all the rows, for every rows, first column would be previous rows last column. Okay, and for every other columns, what is the formula? This is just the addition of same row last column plus previous row last column. This is my formula for all of these elements, and this is the formula for the first column. And using this I can form my bell triangle, and dpn0 would give me my answer. So let us try to code it. So see, first of all we have to make a DP. We are making some 2D DP, and the size would be n plus 1, n plus 1. Not actually DP, you can use anything. You can use any 2D array also. Basically, there's no special need of DP. So yeah, and the first column is 1. That is this. It's always starting with 1. And after this, what we are doing, we are simply traversing all other rows, and for all other rows, first column would be the last rows last column, and for all other columns we have formula which is add dp of last row last previous column plus current rows last column previous column, and we can simply return our answer. The answer is nth row 0 column. But here it is given to us that value can be quite large, so print the modulo. So see, while storing the values, I have to take this modulo also, that values if are large, so we can store them. Perfect. Okay. Let's try to compile it. So yes, the compilation is successful. Let us submit it. So yes, the problem is successfully solved. Okay. And the time complexity and space complexity is n square, as I am making a dp of n cross n. So this will take me n square space complexity, and since for every row, every column I am filling it once, so the time complexity would be n square. So basically this was about it. If you have any doubts, feel free to comment. Thank you.